Alright, let's do a brief tutorial on plumbing fittings. I fucking hate plumbing fittings because every different type of fitting has different measurements, inner diameter, outer diameter, yada yada yada, big pain in the ass. Alright, so first thing, this, if you've seen this paper, or this white stuff here, or gray stuff here, is called thread tape. It comes in different colors. There's also blue, yellow, and other colors. So each one of these has different applications. There's different temperatures and pressures that they can hold. So make note of that on your own. I usually stick with white for most fittings, gray for a lot of these plumbing fittings when I'm going to a higher temperature. Now, as for fittings, you have what is called male pipe thread. See this? So just regular pipe thread. This is what thread tape goes on. Now there's different types of this also. This is a copper fitting. If you notice, it has a thicker wall, so this can push against a gasket like you would find in a garden hose fitting. The gasket's fallen out. You have to go find that. This is black iron. This is a much thinner wall. Will not work with a garden hose gasket adapter. It will just slice through it. This is a type of compression fitting because there's a gasket that sits right here. There we go. See, this one's got the gasket. This is what you would find in your garden hose. This is half of a union fitting. So here, union. So this ring is pulling this piece of this big, thick, rounded fitting into this. See where it's beveled down like that? These two pieces together make a union. Okay? So the threading is not what's stopping the leak. That is just making the fitting, the two fittings, or the two faces, tighter against each other. This is what the fitting is. Do not put thread tape on this fitting. All you're gonna do is cause future leaks and make it a bigger pain in the ass to get this off, okay? This is a union. Now, compression fittings, also, anything with a gasket, the gasket is what is preventing the leak, not the threading. The threading just pulls the two against each other. There's no need for thread tape. Thread tape is for pipe thread, where the threading together into another piece of threading is what prevents the leaking. That's where you use thread tape, okay? What else we got here? This is a barb fitting, barb to barb. This is for attaching two hoses, like my drain hose down there, with some kind of clamp or hose or tube straps that you see right there. Those metal guys, all right? That is a brief introduction to plumbing. If you're asking about this, this is electrical. Ignore that. It's not for the plumbing part, okay? What else we got? This is a nipple or a chase nipple, so I can actually put a wrench on here without destroying the threading. I think I had one that is just a closed nipple. If you don't have anywhere you can, any flat surface or rounded or hexagonal surface like this, it's called a chase nipple. It's just nipple to nipple. Those are usually not reusable. This is an adapter. We're going from 1 inch down to 3/4. This is a Y, so that I can get these two lines that feed from the same one. That's it. I should also mention most plumbing fittings, the measurements you can see are for the inner diameter, where the flow is going to be, not anything else. There are other types of fittings where you get different weird measurements, and that's when you start getting into things that are beveled. I think I threw that out. So look for that. Like here, this fitting, sometimes they have it written on there, most of the time, which is nice. So if you look at this, this is a 3/4, 1 inch. All right, so 1 inch is this side, the male. 3/4 is the female side over here. And again, that's all inner diameter. If I measure across this from the complete outer, I'd be 1 inch. And in here is 3/4. So you see what I mean? It's clearly different. This is not 1 inch. This is 3/4 to 1 inch. Gets kind of fucking annoying with that. These are sweated fittings over here. If you see, this is all sweat. There is also a press fitting. That tool's like 8 grand. So I will not be showing you that on this channel anytime soon. Anyway, so you see sweat. These are a little sloppy. But you've got elbow fittings, pipe fittings. This is a sweat to union fitting. Here's your ball valve, sweat style, and so on, all the way down the line, and your pipe. Don't remember if I did a video. If not, I'll do one at some point for sweating pipe. I mean, it's just cleaning, cleaning the end, make sure it's flat, and smooth, cleaning the inside of this, make sure they dry fit together, spreading flux on there, shoving them in together, getting it where you need it, and then heating it up until you see the flux bubbling. At that point, you should be able to turn off your flame, and you can push the solder in. The flux will help draw it in. And once you're done, everything's on there. See, some person got sloppy. You should take a wet rag and quickly rub it all around the outside. Not so much just for cooling the pipe, but for cleaning off the flux and the excess solder. Alright, that's all I can think of. Good luck out there. Alright, when applying thread tape, it's called a left-hand roll. You're holding this with your left, on the fitting here. There we go, the opening is here. You know what, one thing, make sure this is all clean, get a good wire brush, clean off any old thread tape, any crud that's here, so you get a good solid fitting. Do not leave any of this old shit on here. So now I'm applying, as I was saying, left-hand roll, so here we go. You're holding this with your left hand, the opening is right here, facing out. Get the thread tape, we're going to put this on in a clockwise direction. Clockwise from the opening. So here, step down, go around 1.5 to 2 times. All you need. Anything more than that, you are wasting your tape and probably going to cause a bigger leak or disguise a leak for a short period of time. That is it.